Hi students, today we are discussing in fourth unit the second part behavioral design patterns. In this second part we need to study mediator design pattern, momento design pattern and finally observer design pattern. Today we are discussing mediator design pattern. It is one of the important design pattern that is comes under the category of behavioral design pattern. Here the main intent of what the main intention, that short statement that tells you what is a mediated design pattern. Here just we need to define an object that encapsulates how a set of objects interact and promotes loose coupling by keeping the objects from referring to each other explicitly and lets you vary their interaction independently. In the sense, what is the meaning of this sentences? In the sense, just if you need to define an object, how the object binding some set of one unit, it's a combination of code, operations, methods, how those set of objects interact. For object 1 to interact with object 2, object 2 interact with object 3. Likewise, we need to read here the main intention, the main principle here. Just we need to reduce the communication complexity. Just we need to reduce the communication complexity between multiple objects, between more than one objects or classes. What I meant to say, what the main principle of mediator design pattern? Mediator design pattern, it is used to reduce in the sense, if you need to decrease the communication complexity, the communication complexity between multiple objects or classes. Here the main intention of this pattern, this pattern provides a mediator class. Mediator, in the sense, if you know the name itself says mediator, this pattern provides a mediator class which normally handles all the communication between different classes. Okay ma, which normally handles all the communication between different classes, and we need to support easy maintainability of the code, by loosely coupling. What is the meaning of the loosely coupling? Any software code or any software application, it is best, it is just we need to easy to modify whatever the software code loosely coupled, in the sense just we need to by keeping those objects, it promotes the loosely coupling to each other. It should be explicit one. Here let you take their interaction independently. Okay, it is the main key important point. And one more point, this pattern provides a mediator object which handles all the communication between difficulties between the objects, for your taking the mediator design pattern is a main, it is the center point of a communication, like it will act as intermediary. In the sense, mediator is the communication center for all the objects. Okay ma, listen carefully. Mediator is the communication center for all the objects. For example, if you have to take some real-time example, real-time air traffic controller, if you have to take, that is Chennai airport. If you have to take a Chennai airport, in this airport we need to have some air traffic controller. If you have some, let us take some example, A aeroplane, B aeroplane, C aeroplane. That aeroplane will land off or take place, the platform it is free or not. Just if we have to mediate the object here, the air traffic controller, just we need to ask the platform is free or not. The flight should be coming now at the time. Okay, likewise A will be said, B aeroplane will be said, C aeroplane will be said, but the main preference it will give the mediator which one is becomes very huge people, or it will take less time to get down. Likewise it will take some best example. Air traffic controller, the three aeroplanes will ask flight will be landed, the platform is free or not. Like they just ask the mediator object, that is nothing but air traffic controller. It is the real time example of a mediator a concept. Okay, here the most important key point here, we need to reduce the coupling between objects. Okay ma, we need to reduce the coupling between objects. Okay, when an object needs to communicate with other objects, it does not call the other objects. Listen carefully. When an object needs to communicate with other objects, it doesn't call the other objects directly. Instead of it calls the mediator object, it calls the mediator object. Okay ma, which handles those hurdles, whatever it may be. Just we need to reduce the coupling between the objects. Okay, center point of communication, mediator object ma, just it will act as a intermediary. Okay, this is the main intention of mediator design pattern. Coming to the motivation section of design pattern, mediator, what does the main motto here it supports? What the main best example of that motivation of that particular mediator design pattern? Now see the what is the problem, and now you see what is the solution of this here. Here let us see ma. Here we need to take some object oriented design. Object oriented design, it need to support the distribution of behavior among objects. If let us see among those objects, we have to see the distribution of that particular behavior design pattern. The object oriented design, such distribution can give the result in an object structure with many connections between those objects in the worst case, and we should take every object ends up knowing about every other remaining object. Though the partitioning here, you have to take some partitioning a system into many objects. Generally we need to increase the reusability. Again if we have to be used and proliferating those interconnections, it tends to reduce it again and again. So lots of interconnection make it very less ma, that an object can work without support of that other objects. So here the system will act as monolithic, in the sense moreover it can be very difficult ma, it can be very difficult to change the system's behavior in any significant way. So since here the behavior is distributed among many objects. Okay, so finally we can say as a result you must be define many subclasses to overcome these, to customize whatever the system's behavior. Here let us consider as an example, consider the implementation of a dialog box. Here look at the dialog box here. It's just the dialog box in a graphical user interface. It's look like a graphical user interface. A dialog box uses a window how to represent a collection of widgets such as buttons, menus and entry fields as shown here. Look at this diagram all of you. Okay ma. So oftenly there are many dependencies between the widgets in the dialog box. For example, if we have to take a button gets disabled, so when a certain entry field is empty here, we need to selecting an entry in a list of choices called list box. List of choices called list box. It might change the contents of any entry field. So we need to typing some text we need to typing some text into the entry field. It might automatically we need to select one or more corresponding entries in the list. So once the text will appear in the entry field, the other buttons may become enabled. So let the user do something with the text and such as changing or deleting the things whatever it may be to which he refers. Okay, here look at this. Different dialog boxes will have represent different dependencies here, different dependencies between widgets. So even though the dialogs display the same kinds of widgets, so they can't simply reuse the stock widgets classes. So they have to be customized. We need to reflect the dialog specific dependencies. So mainly the customizing them individually by subclassing it will be very a tedious one, and since many classes are to be involved, just if we have to be you can avoid these problems. You can avoid these problems by encapsulating the collective behavior in a separate mediator object. So here a mediator is very responsible for controlling and coordinating the interaction of a group of objects. So the mediator serves as an intermediary, acts as an intermediary that keeps objects in the group from referring to each other explicitly. So the objects only know how the mediator reducing the number of interconnections. So we need to say, for example, here we need to take some font. Look at the diagram here. This is nothing but font dialog director it can be the mediator between the widgets in a dialog box. A font dialog director object knows the widgets in a dialog, and it coordinates that interaction, how it will act as a it will act as a hub intermediary of a communication for those widgets. Okay, here look at the diagram here, the example diagram, a client, and we have to take a list box. Here the hub, a font dialog director. Here we will take a button, an entry field. So look like this. For example, the font dialog director, it can be the mediator between the widgets in a dialog box. So now we see the following interaction diagram. The below we have seen the interaction diagram, how just the interaction diagram illustrates how those objects operate to handle a change in a list box selection. Here look at this diagram here. The mediator in the sense a font dialog director, a client show dialogues, some a list box like widget changed, how we can get that selection, and we need to set some text, an entry, a field. Okay, like if we have to these are the list box, an entry field, these are the colleagues of that particular mediator. Okay, here the succession of events by each a list box selection passes to an entry field. How? In the sense, here look at this. The list box tells its director that it's changed. And coming to the second key point, the director gets the selection from the list box. And coming to the third key point, the director passes the selection to the entry field. And coming to the fourth key point, now that the entry field contains some text ma. So here the director enables buttons for initiating an particular event or an action. For example, a demi bold, or we can say oblique, whatever it may be. So note how the director here mediates between the list box and entry field. So here the widgets communicate with each other only indirectly and through the director, so they don't have to know about each other. Okay, so here they all know is the director. Furthermore, the behavior is localized in one class. It can be changed, or we can say it can be replaced by extending that classes. Okay, here we can see the class library, how can it can be integrated. Hence here look at this diagram, all of you. Here how the font dialog director abstraction can be integrated into a class library. Here look at the dialog director ma. It is an abstract class just that defines the overall behavior of a dialog. Okay ma. So here the clients call the show dialog. The clients call show dialog operation. Just we need to display the dialog. Just we need to display the dialog on the screen. Next we need to create widgets. Is an abstract operation. For creating the widgets of a dialog, we have to be seen widget changed. How the widget changed is another abstract operation. Widgets calls it to inform their director that they have changed. So here the dialog director subclass overrides. Just we need to create widgets to create the proper widgets, and they override widget changed. How to handle that a particular changes in widgets. Okay, this is the explanation of how the font dialog director abstraction can be integrated into a class library. Okay, now we see in the applicability. What that applicability? Applicability in the sense when we are using the mediated design pattern, when it is supposed to use. Here some of the key points of the applicability. Here we have to be taken a set of objects, how the communication, the set of objects in well defined manner, but so many complex ways is there. So here the resulting interdependencies are unstructured. The interdependencies are unstructured, and it should be and it should be understood in a difficult way. So we need to resulting an a particular object, it becomes very difficult to refer, and just we need to communicate with many other objects. Finally, the behavior design pattern that distributed between several classes or multiple objects, it should be customizable without a lot of subclassing, Okay, these are the main applications of mediator design pattern. Now we see the structure representation, how the structure, the mediator will act like a dialog director. In the sense, just we need to define an interface for communicating with colleague objects. Here look at the diagram structure. Colleague objects, just it defines an interface for communicating with colleague objects. And coming to the concrete mediator, just the mediator is extended, it is inherited to concrete mediator. The name at motivation section, font dialog director. In the sense, just we need to implement the cooperative behavior by coordinating with colleague objects. Okay, to know and maintain its colleagues. And coming to the colleague classes, the subclasses here, concrete colleague 1, concrete colleague 2. In this colleague classes, we need to study about the list box and entry field. So we need to take some each colleague class known its mediator object, and each colleague communication with its mediator whenever it would have. Okay, so otherwise the communicated with another colleague class. Okay, otherwise it will communicated with another colleague class. Okay, here we see in the typical object structure, it might look like this, ma'am. In the sense, a concrete mediator, it is as a hub, might will acts as a it is a typical object structure. How it will be interacted, a colleague mediator. Okay, a colleague mediator. Okay, how those classes and objects interact to carry out the particular responsibilities of how those participants, mediator, concrete mediator, and colleague classes, how those participants how those participants structure it behave like this. Okay, and coming to the collaboration section, collaboration in the sense how those classes and objects collaborate and to carry out their particular responsibilities. We seen colleagues send and receive some request. Colleagues send and receive request where from a mediator object. Here the mediator, just we need to implement the cooperative behavior. Emma, what ma, just we need to implement here the cooperative behavior by routing request. What request? By routing request between the suitable colleagues. By routing request between the suitable or appropriate colleagues. It is the main concept of collaboration. And coming to the concept of consequences, in further video we need to discuss consequences, implementation, noun uses, and what are the related patterns to mediator design pattern. Okay, till now, thank you, ma one and all.